Welcome to Backwater Casting. I'm your host, Rick Greene. Today we're back on beautiful Spednick Lake with Chris Brown, who's the president of Service Master Fredericton. He's never been to Spednick before, and we are going to catch a ton of fish today.
Rick, do you know exactly what's in here for fish?
To my knowledge, in this lake, we've got smallmouth bass. There's been an introduction of largemouth bass. There's a few of those in here. There's white perch, yellow perch, landlocked salmon, and chain pickerel. We've got some chain pickerel in here, but other than that, I don't know what else there is. But that's a good mix of fish. I think there's some. They're letting some Gaspereau over the dam the last few years, so there's a little bit more forage in the lake as well.
How long have you been fishing this lake? I've never heard of it. I'm stunned. It's beautiful here.
So we actually started fishing this lake on the upper end. We would go up through Canterbury and over towards Forest City and go in on that end of the lake, but that's a long drive around. So we decided a couple of years ago that we would come in and explore this end of the lake because it's a big lake. So we've probably been fishing it, I'm going to say 6 years, but almost all of it was on the other end. And we've been exploring this, and you got to kind of pick it apart because there's so many rocks that you got to be careful where you're going. That's a fish. He's got one. Ah! Yeah. We are in the nursery, boys and girls.
I'm not skunked. So you just, is there a secret to this or just?
Okay, so that's called Texas rigging.
Okay.
So that's flat right there. So
Yeah.
just push that up and push it ahead a little bit and let the hook come back under.
So you just want to hide it, eh?
Yeah, just enough to keep it from catching on stuff.
Anyway, that's my first official bass I've caught in my life, and I'm 53 years old.
Well, we got to make it a bigger one before we're done then.
Oh, I'm excited now. I'm just shaking.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't have you go home saying your personal best was 9 inches. Coming right at me. He doesn't feel super big. He's coming.
You just try and keep the line tight, eh? And
Yeah. And he was coming in fairly much on his own as well. So, oh, look at that.
holy. Now what's that?
To me, that looks like a shad, Gaspereau type bait.
So
It's got that body shape to it. So he ate that, and he still hit my swim bait.
You hungry?
So, yeah, pretty impressive.
So that's what they eat, obviously.
That's what he was eating out here. So what happens is you're going to throw up on that shallow flat, and you're bringing it back, and it's going to hit that drop. It goes right into 8 feet, right beside the boat.
A little one, I'd say.
Yeah, we got to find the big girls yet.
So I just bring them up, put them on the boat, or I just put them up in my hand?
Just lift them up, but just be careful. Grab that spinner bait ahead of the bait, not grab the hooks, because there's 3 of them. And if you're unsure, just flip it this way. Make sure you have a nice, firm grip, but not overly tight.
On the fish?
And there's pliers right here if you want pliers to get the hook. Just grab it right in the. Okay, so he's right there. You got a grip.
Yeah. Oh, you just. Okay.
There you go.
See you, little fella.
Yeah, come on up. Crankbait fish. He says, I like that thing. It looked like a crayfish.
That
Oh.
pound or bit?
Hmm?
Pound?
Yeah, that's all he'd be. There we go. Anyway, fat. They are feeding up. He's a fat little guy.
Just a little one.
I got Chris in the
Perch?
nursery.
Or is that a bass? That's a bass, isn't it?
That's a baby bass. 5-year-old. He'd be a
So the
5-year-old.
lunkers.
No lunkers yet.
How old did they get?
15, 16 years old.
Really? They're that old?
Yeah.
It's 3.
Ooh. So I am going to drop that anchor for a minute. So that guy's a little bigger again. Maybe we're going to get up there. He's not a monster, but he's a little bigger. Boys, they are filling their mouths. Oh, he's got a big sore on him.
Look at that, yeah.
Yeah. Now that could be, although that's pretty raw looking, that could be from spawning, but that would make him a late spawner if that's what it is. There we go. Yeah, not a mark on the other side though. Maybe something had him, or maybe he was fanning a nest out on that side. I don't know.
Little one.
We are in the nursery. .72 is probably the water temperature.
Okay, yeah.
Not as big as one that Chris had on, but that's 3 bites right here. So we're anchored down.
There we go. Oh, there's another one chasing it.
Is there another one? You can get a daily double. Oh, I missed his buddy. I missed him. Good eye though. That was a good call, but I didn't get him. And there he is. Oh, Peony. So the irony of this is that usually the following fish is the bigger fish, but in this case, he's not. Anyway, peanuts. Little peanuts.
Whoa, I think it looks all right. It doesn't look like a
pickerel.
bass, though.
It's a pickerel.
So you bring him up and...
Oh, we'll get him up, yeah.
Oh, wow. This guy's tugging on her a little quicker. Now, this guy's got teeth, I'm assuming.
This guy's got teeth.
Okay, what do you want me to do with them?
That's your problem, not mine.
Yeah! Woo!
Swing him over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of spark to
I was
him.
going to say teeth is your problem.
Yeah. So that's a pickerel?
That's a chain pickerel.
Never caught one in my life.
We'll get your picture then. First
Yeah.
one, you got to get a picture.
Yeah. Now, can you eat them?
They claim that they're decent eating in the spring.
Okay.
Because they're cold.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Put my rod down, or?
Yeah, you just set her down. I'm going to get my...
So how big do these fish normally get?
Well, if you get one of those like in the mid 20 inches, that's, you know, that's a decent sized pickerel.
So this is 16, 12?
Just open your hands a bit more so you see more of the fish. Anyway, good. First one.
Good?
Yep.
We'll just put them back and...
Yep.
Away we go.
Slide him in. So I got this guy at a big spinnerbait. I've been really, the bite has been really difficult this morning. And we've been mixing them up left and right, trying all kinds of different stuff. So I got, oh, there's another big one right behind him. Just toss right down in there. Just drop it right in. Just gonna hold this guy, bring your line this way a bit, and I'll keep this guy there. Maybe get them both. Just pop it off the bottom. Just give it a pop, see if it'll pull his, get his attention. Yeah. So I'm always talking about the trailer hook. So there's the main hook, there's the trailer hook. So I actually had him with both. He had both hooks in him. But that trailer hook, that's your insurance on the short strike or a miss. Yeah. There he is. Anyway, usually this is backwards because usually the follow fish is the bigger fish, but I guess I got the bigger one on the first drop. Welcome back to Backwater Casting. In this part of the show, we're going to chat with Chris Brown about his experience with Service Master. Right under the boat too. It's funny, eh? They're counting as many under the boat as anywhere else.
Whoa, that's a nice one, isn't it? Or?
Yeah, he's decent, yeah. It's funny, there's as many fish coming under the boat as anywhere else.
Oh, there, baby. Okay, no teeth, but their fins are sharp. There you go, boo-boo.
It's big chub. Big chubbers. That's why he wasn't fighting very hard.
Oh, okay.
He said, let me go, I'm not a smallmouth. That's probably a fall fish. We call them a chub, but that's probably a big fall fish.
Can't eat them.
I know. Well, I guess if you're starving.
Anybody could if you
Yeah.
didn't eat anything.
Yeah, anything, yeah. Yeah, this looks like a big creek chub.
I think I got a good size here, I think. I don't know.
Boys, you hit your close in. You haven't got a lot of line out there.
No, he's playing me hard. Yes, sir. Woo! Oh, yeah.
Stopping the boat.
What do you want to do? Bring him up on the
Yeah,
boat?
just flip them up, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, get a picture of that one too. That's decent.
Yeah, I'm liking this one.
Yeah, it's bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger.
That was unbelievable. He was.
I'll give you a new bait.
You could tell him. You could tell that was a little bigger fish than I've been catching most of the day. It was. It played a little harder, so it was fun. That was pretty exciting. I'm so shaking. I'm so excited right now. I can't even get this line.
He's actually throwing up crayfish parts.
Really, right now?
Yeah, he just puked up some. The boat's swinging, so they're underneath now.
Yeah.
That's what he was throwing up. So I've been really messing it up today, trying to figure out what we can catch these fish on. I'm trying to cover water in this wind. It's just a decent little fish. There's lots of this size in this lake, even though we're not finding lots of them today. Yeah, so that's called an underspin. So I've got a 1/4 ounce jig head, and I've got a blade underneath it. So the hook's coming out the top, but this is underneath flashing as I swim that back, and you just keep moving it. And it puts a little bit of flash to that swim bait, and you can cast them just like a bullet. They go really well. He's all right. Same as the last one.
Yeah.
So I had the last cast, this is probably the same fish, hit that bait twice, and I didn't get him. And I threw back out the same place and got him again. But he looks the same size as the last one. So Chris, you want to try this thing? I'll swap the handle in a second, but so it's heavy, so it throws well, and it's just keep it coming. And
Okay.
if you feel something, just ram into it, just bang them.
So just tug on them. Now that bait you just gave me, I know it. Is it like your secret sauce on a cooking recipe? Is it? How do these baits work, Rick?
Yeah, it's fairly heavy, but the weight on the head is only a 1/4 ounce. But the whole bait is heavy, and you just keep swimming along. It'll probably be 2 feet under the surface, and they'll smash it because we're not in super deep water.
I think I got one. Yeah, he's playing me. Here we go. Oh, yeah, baby.
I'm gonna drop the anchor again.
Oh,
There we go. I'm starting to catch some anyway. That's a big relief.
nice little size. Pretty happy with that one.
Shows you though how big a bait they'll hit, because that's a fairly bulky bait for
It
that
is
fish.
a real big bulky bait.
And he still smucked it for you. Oh, I can't reel fast enough. It's a good thing I put the talon down because I'd have never caught up to him. Yeah, he's decent. Nothing wrong with this guy. And hard to say, but that looks like crayfish parts.
Another nice size.
There, trailer hook only. So I will repeat myself. That's your extra.
Oh. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we got a double header going.
What do you call them? Double whammies or?
Double header.
Double.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Geez, oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Good one. I might net that.
Yeah, he's a nice one. Oh wow.
Oh, big largemouth. How about that? So there's a first for you, I guarantee you. That
is heavy.
That's a nice largemouth right there.
Now he's got teeth?
No teeth.
No teeth.
No teeth. I lied.
Yeah. Oh.
I can definitely get a picture of that puppy.
So, obviously this mouth is bigger than most of them, obviously.
First largemouth. So you're doing good. You got your personal best smallmouth, your first smallmouth, your personal best, you got a pickerel, and now you got a good largemouth. Bring him in this way.
Big daddy of the day right here.
There we go. That's super nice. First largemouth.
Another beautiful day. That was fun.
There's your first largemouth right there. So you're off to a flying start today.
Enjoy your day. My first largemouth. It looked like I didn't know what I had on there for a minute. I thought I had a log on there, but then he took off, and then it was just totally adrenaline. It was just fun. Like this is you can't describe it. You just can't describe catching fish like that. You really can't.
I got myself a 2 pound and a bit smallmouth. Hit a crankbait.
That's good size.
Not bad. Get him off of there without hurting ourselves.
How do you identify the fish so quick, Rick? 'Cause I know you've been at it for a long time, but
How do I identify the
like
fish?
you said, that was a largemouth even before I even headed to the boat.
Well, I saw the pattern on the side. They're
that
just
what you do?
They're just different. Yeah, yeah. Chris is ironically didn't know till this morning, but I've actually been one of your customers before. So why don't you take a few minutes and tell the folks a bit about your business and how you get into it and how life is going.
In 1980, my father created and his partner created Backwater Cleaners, and then in 1988, my father, with his partners, purchased Service Master. And I was a summer student like most kids, and you know, I worked a couple years after high school not knowing what I wanted to do. So finally I realized that I was going to go to school. So I got into marketing. Dad said the buzzwords marketing. Why don't you take marketing, come back and work in the family business. That was in 1991. So here I am.
Still trying it today.
30 years later. I've been an owner since '02. I've been in the business since I was 14. My father just reminded me I've got 40 years in the industry. Realized I enjoyed it. And I'm a bit of a clean freak, so it was a good fit. So anyway, that's how it happened. We went from a staff of 5 to 25 overnight, and here I am today, 40 years later, doing what I love. And it's provided me with lots of opportunities. I probably wouldn't have been fishing today if, I hadn't been in this business. So
we are in the nursery today for sure. Come on, tough guy. Whoa.
decent size.
We are not finding the mamas.
And now, 40 years later, we've got a staff between 90 and 100. We do everything from janitorial cleaning or providing your bathrooms with toilet paper and paper towel on our inventory side, or you have a fire, we'll go in and clean up after your fire. If you have a flood, or we do trauma cleanups as well, and upholstery cleaning and area rug cleaning. And so basically you name it, we can do it that's regarded to your home or commercial. We've built some homes. It's not what we do for a living, but we can do it. So that's basically where it started, and that's where we are today.
Welcome back to Backwater Casting. Well, we're catching some fish and we're having a great time out here with Chris. We're going to chat with him a little bit about how the COVID pandemic has affected the Service Master business in Fredericton. Oh, he is small. There you go. Chris, we've had a lot of changes the last 2 years. How's this COVID pandemic had an effect on your business?
COVID, I think like any other business owner, we were a little scared. Just to the unknown, we didn't know what to do. We did push some staff home because they were uncomfortable doing it. But it hasn't hurt us. It's helped us. We've become a little bit more efficient. But the biggest beef with COVID right now is just the mental stress it puts on my staff. And that's probably been the toughest thing to deal with. My father uses the analogy, COVID's similar as you go into the States, you don't know who's carrying the gun. And COVID's similar. You're working in it and you don't know if you're carrying it home to your spouse, your kids, and stuff like that. So, like everybody else, we had to do a little bit of a pivot, had to redirect what was more important. And we really had to focus on precautionary cleaning for some establishments. And then we get into post-cleaning as well. When there was a positive case with COVID, we've done a number of post-cleaning jobs. So some of it's been precautionary, where we're again going in every day, touching the high points and the places that everybody touches and stuff like that. So COVID, you know, we want it to go away like everybody else, but it's been something we don't want to go through again. We've learned from it, and it'll probably make us a better business in the future.
Yeah, it's pickerel.
Is it? What'd I get? Pickerel or
Pickerel.
Pickerel.
He stopped it, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I saw the length, I was thinking that's going to be a big bass, and then I realized how skinny it was. I thought not such a big bass after all. Okay, up you come.
Well, that's a good size. That's the
There's
biggest
a bigger one, yeah.
That's about as big as they get sometimes, or?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one, yeah.
There he goes. Nice chain pattern on him, hence the name, chain pickerel. Anyway, we'll get him back in there. That was a good sized pickerel.
That was nice.
That might even been a pickerel tournament sized pickerel. Hey Chris, appreciate you coming out with us today. Very, very windy day on the lake. A little bit of an adventure, and you got a largemouth, which would be, you know, I mean, neat. We haven't caught one here this year, so you got the first one this year. Nice little mess of fish, not as big as we were looking for, but a fun day out there. So good to have you out with us. And
well, I had a ball. I live by the motto, make tomorrow better than today, and it's going to be tough. Make tomorrow better than today.
Well, we appreciate the sentiment. Again,
yeah.
Thank you so much for coming out with us. And folks, we had a lot of fun out there today, a little bit windy, but we caught some fish and had some new experiences, and that's all you can ask.